Hello, and welcome back to Aging Senior Health. Are you tired of that persistent ache in your knees, your hips, or your fingers? That uncomfortable stiffness every morning when you wake up, making simple tasks like opening a jar feel difficult? Many of us might have heard from our doctors, "Well, that's just age, it's arthritis, you have to learn to live with it." But have you ever wondered if there's another way? Are we truly helpless against this condition? What if I told you that one of the most powerful weapons to fight arthritis isn't far away? It's right on your dinner plate every day. In today's video, we won't just talk about generally healthy foods. We will count down the top 10 leading anti-inflammatory foods, true warriors, that reputable scientific studies have proven can actively attack the root of the problem. Inflammation, the main cause of your joint pain. Stay with me through this list, because a few names on it, especially numbers 3 and 7, might just surprise you. If you are also on the journey to find natural, effective, and sustainable solutions to manage joint pain, please take a second to support the channel by clicking the like button for this video. Your small action helps spread this important health information to many other seniors who need it. Thank you sincerely. I'm Alex Jordan, your companion on the path to living healthily and joyfully as we age. As we discussed in our previous video about the 4-part strategy for managing arthritis, for most common types, especially osteoarthritis, the issue isn't simply mechanical wear and tear over time. The deeper root cause is a chronic low-grade inflammation, like a smoldering fire burning persistently inside your joints. This is not a passive process. Studies from leading medical institutions worldwide clearly show when a joint is inflamed, the cells there continuously release inflammatory chemical mediators like cytokines and prostaglandins. These substances not only cause pain and swelling, but also activate enzymes that destroy joint cartilage, creating a vicious cycle that makes the condition progressively worse. But what's the good news? We absolutely have the ability to intervene in this process. We can extinguish or at least cool down that inflammatory fire. And one of the most effective, safe, and accessible ways is through our daily diet. What we eat can either fuel that inflammatory fire or, conversely, provide powerful natural firefighters. Today, we focus on those firefighters. Let's begin with the top 10 list. Kicking off the list at number 10 is a familiar beverage, green tea. This isn't just a relaxing drink. Green tea contains an extremely potent polyphenol compound called EGCG, epigallocatechin 3 gallate. So how does EGCG work? Research from the University of Michigan, along with many other studies, has indicated that EGCG has the ability to inhibit, that is, block, the production of molecules like certain cytokines and enzymes which are the culprits causing joint damage, especially in people with rheumatoid arthritis, RA. It's like cutting off the communication lines of the inflammatory army. My advice? Try replacing 1 cup of coffee in the morning or afternoon with a hot cup of green tea. If you want an even stronger effect, matcha tea, which is finely ground powder from green tea leaves, contains even higher levels of EGCG. However, please note that green tea still contains caffeine, so if you're sensitive or have sleep issues, it's best to drink it in the morning or early afternoon. At number 9, an indispensable spice in Vietnamese kitchens and many places around the world, garlic. Don't underestimate this small bulb. Garlic contains many sulfur compounds with high biological activity, notably diallyl disulfide. Laboratory and animal studies have shown that this compound can reduce the activity of enzymes, like metalloproteinases, that play a role in destroying joint cartilage. Simply put, Garlic helps protect your precious cartilage layer from the attack of inflammatory factors. It's like a silent bodyguard for your joints. My advice: to optimize the benefits, crush or chop garlic and let it sit for about 10 minutes before cooking. This process helps activate the enzyme alliinase, creating allicin and other beneficial sulfur compounds. Raw garlic has the strongest effect, but light cooking still preserves many benefits. A small note: garlic may interact with anticoagulant medications, so if you are taking these drugs, please consult your doctor. Next up, at number 8, is ginger. Used for thousands of years in traditional medicine, ginger contains powerful active compounds called gingerols and shogaols. These are the source of its characteristic pungent flavor and also its anti-inflammatory weaponry. The mechanism of action for ginger is quite interesting. Numerous reputable clinical studies, for instance, a large study published in the medical journal Arthritis and Rheumatism found that ginger extract significantly reduced pain and stiffness in patients with osteoarthritis of the knee. Ginger works by inhibiting the biochemical pathways that produce inflammatory substances in the body, similar to how some NSAID drugs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, work, but in a more natural way. My advice: the simplest way is to add a few slices of fresh ginger to a pot of hot tea. You can also crush or grate fresh ginger to add to stir-fries, stews, or make dipping sauces. A little ginger each day can make a difference. At number 7, walnuts. This food might surprise many people. While many other nuts are also healthy, walnuts are particularly outstanding in the fight against arthritis. Why? Because they are one of the richest sources of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, called ALA. Once in the body, a portion of this ALA can be converted into EPA and DHA, the more potent omega-3s found in fatty fish. The combination of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fats and other antioxidants found in walnuts helps cool down the inflammatory response throughout the body, including in aching joints. The Arthritis Foundation in the US also regularly recommends this type of nut. My advice: a reasonable serving is about a small handful, equivalent to 1/4 cup, around 25 to 30 grams per day. You can eat them directly as a snack, or add them to breakfast cereals, yogurt, or salads for extra flavor and nutrition. Ranking at number 6 are the dark leafy greens, especially spinach and kale. These are truly nutrition factories. They are packed with vitamins like C, E, K, and minerals, but more importantly for fighting arthritis is their abundant antioxidant content. One notable antioxidant in this group is kaempferol. Laboratory studies have shown kaempferol can reduce the impact of inflammatory agents and protect joint cartilage from degeneration. The vitamin K in green leafy vegetables is also very important for overall bone and joint health. My advice: spinach is very easy to prepare. You can quickly stir-fry it with garlic, make soup, or even add it to your morning omelet. Kale can be a bit tougher and more bitter, but blending it into a fruit smoothie is an excellent way to hide the taste while still getting the benefits. Try to eat a variety of dark leafy greens every day. We've passed the halfway point of our top 10 list for fighting arthritis inflammation. The truly powerful stars are still ahead. If you're finding this information helpful and practical, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could take a moment to hit the subscribe button for the Aging Senior Health channel and click the notification bell next to it. This is completely free, and it ensures you won't miss any of the science-based health guidance videos we release weekly. Thank you for your support. All right, back to the list. Number 5 is broccoli. Broccoli is considered a superfood for many reasons, but for people with arthritis, the main star is a compound called sulforaphane. So what can sulforaphane do? Researchers at the University of East Anglia in the UK conducted pioneering studies showing that sulforaphane can block a key enzyme that causes cartilage destruction in osteoarthritis. In other words, it might help slow down the process of cartilage erosion, protecting your joints for longer. My advice? The best cooking method to preserve sulforaphane is light steaming. Steam broccoli until it's just tender crisp, still bright green, and slightly crunchy. Avoid boiling it for too long, as high heat and water can significantly destroy this valuable compound. At number 4, let's eat the rainbow with berries and cherries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries are loaded with powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that create their beautiful deep purple, red, and blue colors. Anthocyanins have been shown to have strong anti-inflammatory effects. Specifically, tart cherries have been the subject of numerous studies related to arthritis and gout. Results indicate that consuming tart cherries, either fresh or as unsweetened juice, can significantly reduce levels of inflammatory markers in the blood, like C-reactive protein, and alleviate joint pain attacks. My advice: add about 1 cup of mixed berries to your breakfast with yogurt or oatmeal, or try drinking a small glass of unsweetened tart cherry juice daily. Remember to choose the unsweetened varieties. This is an extremely important food. Number 3 belongs to extra virgin olive oil, EVOOO. Why emphasize extra virgin? Because only this type of oil, cold pressed from the first press, retains a unique phenolic compound called oleocanthal. What's magical about oleocanthal? Scientists were very surprised to discover that this compound has anti-inflammatory effects by inhibiting COX enzymes, the exact same pathway targeted by the familiar anti-inflammatory pain reliever ibuprofen. It's like a dose of natural ibuprofen, but gentler and without the long-term side effects on the stomach. My advice: make EVOO your primary oil in the kitchen. Use it for salad dressings, drizzling over steamed vegetables, or even for cooking at low to medium heat. One sign of a high-quality EVOO rich in oleocanthal is that when you taste it, you'll feel a slight peppery kick in the back of your throat. Don't confuse it with refined or light olive oil. They have lost almost all of this precious compound. You probably guessed it. The runner-up, number 2, is turmeric. The star of turmeric root is curcumin, a bright yellow polyphenol compound. Curcumin is perhaps one of the most studied and potent natural anti-inflammatories in the world. How does it work? Curcumin has been confirmed through thousands of studies to interfere with multiple steps in the inflammatory cascade. It can switch off the signals of key inflammatory molecules, called cytokines, much like flipping the main circuit breaker of a fire. However, there's a crucial point. Curcumin naturally found in turmeric is very poorly absorbed into the bloodstream. If you just eat regular turmeric, most of the curcumin will be eliminated. My golden tip: always combine turmeric with black pepper. A compound in black pepper called piperine has been proven to increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. You can add a pinch of black pepper to dishes containing turmeric, or look for curcumin supplements specifically formulated for enhanced bioavailability, e.g., combined with piperine, or in phytosome or micellar forms. And finally, number 1, the undisputed champion in the food fight against arthritis pain: fatty fish. I'm talking about fish like salmon, especially wild-caught, mackerel, herring, and sardines. They contain very high levels of the special omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These are truly the heavyweight weapons against inflammation from the ocean. Why are they so powerful? EPA and DHA can be directly converted into potent anti-inflammatory compounds in the body, such as resolvins and protectins. They don't just reduce inflammatory symptoms, they help resolve the inflammatory process at the cellular level. Countless human clinical studies have strongly linked the consumption of fatty fish or fish oil rich in EPA or DHA with reduced joint pain, decreased morning stiffness, and fewer swollen joints in patients with both osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. My advice: try to eat at least 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish, each serving about 100 to 120 g per week. If you don't eat fish, supplementing with high-quality omega-3 fish oil, or algae oil if you're vegetarian, is a very good alternative. Choose a product that clearly lists the amounts of EPA and DHA on the label. So, together we've reviewed the top 10 foods based on scientific evidence that can help you manage inflammation and reduce arthritis pain. From green tea, garlic, ginger, to nuts, green vegetables, fruits, olive oil, turmeric, and especially fatty fish. I want to reiterate something important. The journey to improving joint health is not a sprint, but a marathon. You don't need to change everything all at once. That can create pressure and lead to giving up easily. Please start slowly. Choose just 1 or 2 items from this list that you find easiest to add to your diet this week. Maybe it's replacing your usual cooking oil with extra virgin olive oil, or trying salmon for dinner one night, or simply adding a handful of walnuts to your snack. Listen to your body, be patient, and be consistent. Small changes accumulated over time will create significant differences. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Among these 10 foods, which is your favorite? Or which one do you plan to try soon? Or perhaps you know another anti-inflammatory food that has helped you, which I haven't mentioned. Please share in the comments section below. Your experience and story can be a valuable source of encouragement and inspiration for others in our aging senior health community. Once again, thank you for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to receive the latest videos on senior health from our channel. I'm Alex Jordan, wishing you abundant health, joyful living, and good control over your arthritis. See you in the next video.